Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, giving the gift of companionship this holiday season, we'll meet one of our adoptable four-legged friends.
Plus, Major League Baseball is returning to the Field of Dreams in 2026. We'll take a closer look at the tournaments slated for next year, along with a summer concert featuring headline performers.
And from Campbell's Island to rebuilding a war-torn country in the Middle East, we'll introduce you to the veteran behind a gritty and darkly funny new memoir called Highway of Death. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Tuesday, November 25th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier alongside my co-host Kyle Keel. Don't miss the sparkling rail cars of the Canadian Pacific Kansas City Holiday Train making stops across our area today.
Yeah, for 27 years, the Holiday Train has rolled across North America collecting food and raising millions of dollars for local food banks. And tonight, that spirit of giving is arriving here in the Quad Cities. Joining us now is Reverend Jay McCowan, Executive Director of Churches United of the Quad City area. Reverend, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello.
Hey, great for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a very exciting day for the Quad Cities. I mean, people flock down to the railroad in each of these cities to see this holiday train. So it's very exciting. We're going to talk more about the train itself and all the commotion with it. But first, give people an idea of what Churches United does here in the Quad Cities in our community.
Okay. So Churches United has been around actually since like the 40s. It was incorporated in 1963. And what we have now is we have 24 food pantries, a hot meal site, and a shelter that we use for women in need. And we also help those that are just, with utility bills. We manage a fund that has that too.
Okay, so that's quite a few food pantries that you just mentioned. So how do the donations that are collected through the Holiday Train Initiative help families right here in our community, not during this time of year, but in months to come?
Yeah, so last year we collected over 1,600 pounds of non-perishable items. Wow. And that helped us to open up a food pantry. That food pantry opened up in the central part of Davenport, and it's open 2 days a month, and it serves 150 to 200 people a month.
That's quite a few folks, yeah.
And then the food that we have left over, we have other food pantries that we'll call. If they're a little bit short and going and getting their products, they can come in and pick up from us from the office too.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I think we've heard a lot in the news lately that the need for food is great. So let's talk a little bit more about food insecurity right now here in the Quad Cities.
Yeah, it's a huge problem right now. I was just looking at some numbers we keep track of from our food pantries, and starting, you can see everybody's visits, the number of visits, the number of families increased right in the February-March time frame. Okay. And they've been increasing ever since. There's one food pantry last quarter that has seen an increase of 1,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
There's some that see an increase of 1 or 2, but there was one that's seen an increase of 1,000 people, another one seen an increase of a couple hundred people. So we have a lot of people coming through needing food. And the biggest misconception is that everybody that needs food is not working or whatever. There are some working families out there that are just, they're falling short.
Yeah, it's tough to afford everything.
Yes, things are pretty high. You used to be able to go get bread, eggs, and milk, come back home with $10, come back home with change. Now you pay that for, some bread.
Times have changed,
Yes, things have changed.
Times have changed.
So yes, and our hot meal site that we have, it used to be that 60 would be probably the highest number of people that we would serve. Now 60 is a base, and usually we're serving 80 people, and we'll peak at 90 or 100 during the month.
Okay, that's a lot of folks that are in need of all your help with Churches United. So this train, of course, it's actually headed to Clinton right now. It's going to be in Davenport this evening, and then it's going to move on to Muscatine. So we're looking at some video on the screen right now, but can you tell us a little bit more about what families can expect when they see this train roll in?
Well, it's a great atmosphere. It's in conjunction with the Freight House. You can come down there. It's a good family-friendly event. You can bring a cash donation or a non-perishable food item with you. We'll be collecting them there. The train comes up, it's beautifully decorated. It shows up. One of the boxcar side drops down. A couple bands come out and play.
So cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
It really is.
Smash Mouth this year.
Yeah, Smash
Yeah.
Mouth. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at that too.
Haven't heard them in a long time.
Yeah, but it's really a good family event that is for a good cause. CPKC will give us
a mouthful.
My big check. And like I said before, last year we have $10,000 last year, and 100% of that money went back towards our food pantries.
Wow.
That's great.
So obviously this holiday train in itself, it makes a big impact to these local food banks.
Yeah, it really is, because people really show up for it. Like I said, it's a good family event to show up to for the holiday season, to kick it off. There's a lot of people there. It's like a joyful holiday type atmosphere that we have there. And it's for a good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it really is. And I think oftentimes people forget it's not just a sight to see. There's a cause behind it.
Yes.
So I like to give that reminder, as people head out to see that tonight.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, the holiday train stopping in Clinton in just a few minutes if it's on time there. Davenport 6 to 6:30 p.m. Near the Freight House. Then Muscatine this evening between 7:45 and 8:15 at Riverside Park. And now, of course, if you want to continue to support Churches United, and we hope you do, just head to the website there at the bottom of your screen, which is cuqca.org. Reverend Jay McCowan, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having me here. Yeah,
Yes.
come out and enjoy the holiday train.
It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Bundle
in
up.
Clinton, the Quad Cities, and Muscatine. Yeah, it'll get windy too.
Yes.
Well, next on Quad Cities Live, we'll meet this adoptable four-legged friend that's popping up on your screen right now. Cute little kitty there. We're also going to talk about how you can help a local shelter in need this holiday season. It's time now for Adoptable Four-Legged Friends. Each week here on QCL, we feature a pet up for adoption at one of our local shelters. And this week, we have Vicki Sanders joining us in studio from Animal Aid Humane Society in Moline. And she's brought a cute little friend with her. Who do we have here, Vicki?
This is Nigel.
Nigel.
Yeah,
I love the name.
Yeah, the vet thought he's about 2 years old.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, he seems like a very calm little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what type of family do you think that he would go good with?
Probably not little kids.
Okay.
His owner passed away.
Sure.
So, I mean, of course, we do have a policy that if it just doesn't work out, you can bring him back.
Okay.
So, I don't think he'd be good with dogs.
Okay.
So
keep him around other cats, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay.
possibly, other cats. He was around them at the shelter.
Okay, so if your little furry cat at home needs a new friend, maybe Nigel would be a good fit for them. So that's good. So for those interested in adopting Nigel or the other many pets that you have at the shelter, how do they go about the adoption process?
Well, we're open 10 to 1 Monday through Saturday, and then after hours by appointment.
Sure.
And if they would like, they could call and set up an appointment right now to see Nigel.
All right, and we have you on, many times a year, and it seems like every time you're always looking for volunteers at the shelter because, like your shelter and other shelters across the area, you're inundated with pets right now.
Yeah, I was helping this morning scoop, sweep floors, feed the cats before I come over here. So.
All right, and if you're not interested in scooping up or sweeping, it could be something as simple as walking a dog, right?
Yeah, or combing the cats. They love that.
They do, and they love to be cuddled too. As you can see, Nigel there just kind of relaxing as you're rubbing his little neck and his little chin there. So obviously we're in the season of giving, and if people maybe they don't have money to give, what other things can they donate to the shelter?
Canned cat food, cat litter. We go through a lot. Right now we have about 70 to 80 cats.
70 to 80 cats. How many dogs do you have in the shelter?
Actually, 2.
Just 2 dogs.
2.
Okay.
Right now, yep.
Okay. Well, that's
and they possibly, after 4 years, may have a home.
They've been in there for 4 years.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad, but I'm glad that someone out there is maybe found a
They
home
may get
for
to
them.
go together. So.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get Nigel a home as well, because again, cats seem to be the biggest problem as far as inundation of these shelters go. So hopefully we can get some people into the Humane Society and adopt these cats. And he's chirped up a little bit there. He's a little vocal.
And if they'd like to come and maybe pick out one that they're interested, maybe just take them home for Christmas.
Okay. Yeah, because
so.
fostering really helps out as well.
Yes, does.
Okay.
Kittens too. We have, always need help with fostering for kittens.
All right, so if you'd like to foster or maybe you want to adopt an animal, you can contact Animal Aid Humane Society at the number on your screen. They're located on 50th Street in Moline. You can visit their website and, of course, follow along on Facebook. And Vicki, we appreciate you as always for being here, and hopefully Nigel gets a home here soon.
And thanks for supporting us.
All right, absolutely, always. All right, well, if you build it, they will come. And by they, we mean baseball legends and blockbuster performers. We'll take a look at the major expansion underway at the Field of Dreams next on QCL.
Your finest moment, luxury's biggest event. It can only be the December to Remember sales event at Smart Lexus of Quad Cities. Drive into the holidays with an unforgettable and enjoyable car buying experience like no other. And take advantage of as low as 0% APR financing on new Lexus vehicles. Plus, enjoy peace of mind with our exclusive 15-year, 500,000-mile powertrain protection. Your Lexus won't wait. Why should you? Visit Smart Lexus of Quad Cities today, the #1 luxury dealer in the Quad Cities.
Hi, I'm Eric Maitland, and I'm inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Walk in the footsteps of colonial America, April 21st to the 29th. From Philadelphia's Liberty Bell to the battlefields at Gettysburg, Washington, D.C.'s landmarks, including the Smithsonian Museum, and Colonial Williamsburg's living history, experience the places that shaped our nation. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword quad, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
We don't just report on this community from a distance.
We live here and we raise our families here.
And we walk these streets with you.
Your joy is our joy.
And your struggles are our struggles. Standing with you in the storms and cheering with you in the sun.
Through the highs and lows and everything in between.
That's why we show up every day to tell the stories that matter. Walking with you side by side every step of the way. To celebrate the moments that bring us closer.
To shine a light on where we've been.
And help guide where we're going next.
Together, we're making a difference.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
For many, the Field of Dreams is the site of a meaningful movie, a classic where baseball legends step out of the corn to live out their dreams. But the Field of Dreams in Dyersville, Iowa isn't just a movie location anymore. It's becoming a booming destination for Major League Baseball, world-class concerts, and youth athletes alike. Joining us with more on the exciting plans in store for 2026 is Keith Rahe, President and CEO of Travel Dubuque and Executive Director of Dyersville Events. Keith, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
Yes, we're so excited to talk with you and looking forward to hearing from you. I'm glad we can make this happen. So let's start with some exciting news. Of course, we heard about it just, a few days ago. Major League Baseball will be back on the field in August. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so in August 13th, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Minnesota Twins will be walking out of that magical cornfield that surrounds professional baseball diamond at the movie site, and they'll be playing there that evening. And that is to be preceded on August 11th, same area, same site. The Iowa Cubs will be playing the St. Paul Saints, so we'll be having AAA baseball. And then we'll be having the Major League game. And so we're incredibly excited about that. Obviously, the 21 and 22 games with the Yankees and White Sox and the Cubs and Reds were a huge success. So we're thrilled to have Major League Baseball back.
Yeah, I know a lot of folks have been looking forward to this, coming back to the site. So what will this experience look like for fans? I mean, there's going to be a lot out there to see, even beyond the game itself.
Yeah, correct. So Major League Baseball came in 21 and 22. They built a temporary facility around the ball field. The ball field itself is permanent, and this is not the original movie site. I mean, it is on location on the movie site, but some people think that we're playing on where the movie was shot. But Major League Baseball made its own diamond, and that's where it was played in those early years. And now what we've done is we're creating a full-time facility around that ballpark. So when MLB rolls in, they're able to basically plug and play, and then that allows us to do all kinds of other activity there too. So you're going to see just an absolutely gorgeous facility that people are going to be able to experience, and we're very excited.
Yeah, and I believe too we have a couple of renderings of what's that's going to look like. Work is underway right now, expected to be complete in several months. Okay, so we are looking at the outside of the building right now, and then now up on the screen is the ballpark itself. I mean, can you tell us a little bit about some of the changes and excitement that fans will be seeing once they make their way back?
Yeah, the big thing is, obviously we've got the ability, our full-time seating there is going to be about 4,600 people. Yeah. When Major League Baseball comes in, it's going to be right around that 8,000 seat number. So we're going to have, permanent restrooms, permanent concessions, all that. There's not going to be a bad seat in the house.
Right.
And, this is just going to be, and really when I say plug and play, like our everything from the video board, which is 30 by 50 foot, it's Major League Baseball quality, to the press area. So when MLB and their partners or whoever it is, if we have a collegiate game or a Northwoods League game, any of the media can come right in and just really plug and play into all of our outlets so they can roll. And that's what our objective was. Yeah, it's going to be great.
That is good news. That is great news.
Yeah, it is.
And I do have to mention as well that you've all partnered with Netflix. So this is something that is new and exciting.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, that's all their agreement and that stuff. And yeah, they're partnering up with Netflix this year, not only for this game, but a lot of their other activity, their special events that they'll be doing.
Okay, so something to look forward to there. And now beyond baseball, fans are getting the opportunity to see some major headliners perform at concerts at the Field of Dreams. So specifically over Labor Day weekend, you all have something very big planned.
Yeah, last year we were able to host over Labor Day on Saturday and Sunday, Tim McGraw and then Nickelback, and we had about 38,000 people on site between the two concerts, and it was just a huge success. People loved it. The weather was perfect, and so for 26, we made the announcement last Thursday in conjunction with the Major League Baseball announcement. We're going to have 3 nights of major entertainment. Shinedown will be the headliner on Friday night. Then on Saturday night will be Carrie Underwood, and then on Sunday will be Creed. Wow. So and then there'll be other supporting bands on each night. But yeah, we're very excited about that. And to say that people are is an understatement. It went over extremely well last year, and people are just thrilled, that we've got that quality of international entertainment, honestly, at the movie site. So yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, what a great place to see some live music. So very exciting. And I want to talk a little bit as well about youth baseball, because while we're excited about the major leagues, families across the area, youth baseball is just such a big deal, and that has rapidly grown. And you are expecting quite a few teams already for 2026.
Yeah, we had a great year last year in 25. We were able to host 637 teams through 34 states and Puerto Rico, and that was not only youth baseball but softball, and we do a senior men's baseball tournament. So with all the energy, all the excitement, everything happening here at the Field of Dreams and in the region itself, our expectations this year are to be well over 700 teams. Wow. Once again from all over the country.
Yeah, that's incredibly exciting, and just such a destination for families, and an exciting thing for them to see. I did want to touch on a very unique opportunity that I read about. So the farmhouse there that we see in the film, they're actually doing some overnight stays, or offering some overnight stays. How quickly do those get booked for people that are coming in to visit?
Very quickly. It's extremely popular. We've been doing that for a few years now, and so if people are interested in that, all they have to do is just go to our website, fieldofdreamsmoviesite.com, and just book, click on rentals, and it'll take you right through the whole process. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's unreal. We're we're booked about 3/4 of the year in regards to,
I was going to say,
stays.
I would expect that you would be looking at potentially a trip in 2027 already at this point. So if folks who are watching here today, they want to learn more about Dyersville Events. So this is a very cool organization. Mission is to preserve and enhance the field of dreams for future generations. Just visit the website you see on your screen, bringithomeiowa.com. And Keith, I want to thank you so much for joining us today and talking all about this. A lot of excitement for 2026.
Well, once again, I appreciate the invitation, and yeah, we look forward to seeing everybody up in our area this summer.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Coming up on QCL, we are talking with an East Moline native and military veteran about his debut novel. More on the book detailing his time in the Middle East next.
Quad Cities Live continues.
In his debut memoir, Highway of Death, Braxton Hamilton gives us a raw, sometimes funny, and a deeply human look at his years working with the Department of Defense team in Iraq.
Now, he wasn't there fighting the war, but trying to rebuild a country shattered by war. Author and military veteran Braxton Hamilton is joining us now in the studio to talk about his book and the unforgettable moments he details within the pages of that book. Thank you so much for being here today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And a big congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Quite an accomplishment. We've got the book sitting here right in between us. Beautiful cover art, everything about it. I was able to read just some of it. And so you have quite a many talents, so it seems. So Braxton, you are actually a Quad Cities area native. You are from Campbell's Island.
That's right.
In East Moline. So how did that path take you from Campbell's Island to the Middle East, to Iraq?
Well, I'm a third-generation Marine. My grandfather and father were in the Marine Corps, so I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school, and I never really was part of what I felt was a mission during that time. It was always during peacetime. And then this opportunity arose. Someone that I knew was working on this project in Iraq, and I just said, if there's ever anything I can do to help out with that, please let me know. And then he called up one day, and I just said, giddy up.
You're like, yeah, it's time. So yeah, you joined the Marine Corps in 1984. And by the way, thank you so much for your service.
Thank you.
We certainly appreciate it. So obviously you had this friend call you up. I mean, you had your own business career going on. So you just decided after you got that phone call, like, hey, you know what? Now is the time.
We'll
switch gears and I'm gonna go overseas and do this.
That's right. Like I said, I was part of the Marine Corps, and I never really had that chance to, what I felt, serve and be a part of something bigger than myself. And when this opportunity came up, it was an opportunity to help the American warfighter over there and to help the people of Iraq to revitalize their economy. And really, the business part of me saw the opportunity, and the Marine side of me saw the mission, and I just had to do it.
Okay, so tell us about the book and all that we will learn and find when we open it.
All right. Well, I've had lots of people get back to me about the book, and they love the stories. They're short stories, long stories, and just a lot of exciting things that went on over there, and a lot of crazy, fun, and meaningful stories throughout the book. And it's stories about the Iraqi people and about the American warfighter, and our group's mission to help revitalize their economy during the war and help get people back to work and providing for their families.
Huge undertaking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so obviously many stories can be found in this book, but can you share maybe with us one quick story that really captures the humanity of the whole situation when you were over there?
It really would be the handmade rug industry was the one that was the most meaningful to me. These ladies over there have been making handmade rugs for over 1,000 years, but they didn't have the source resources right now, and also they were out of work, and we helped come in and revitalize their manufacturing points all over the country. And we brought in, that was part of why people find it amusing that I was in the mountains of Kurdistan searching for sheep. And that's why we were helping to find the wool. And then we brought in world-class designs and helped those women get back to work and provide for their families. And in fact, I have one of those rugs hanging in my home to this day. So
I bet you do. Yeah, that is very touching, but I'm sure when you talk about, going through the mountains and searching for sheep, there were a lot of those funny moments that we described as well.
Yeah.
Just things that probably we would never imagine ourselves coming across here on U.S. soil. So there was some lightheartedness as well to all of this.
There's lots of funny stories in there. One that people get back to me on that they find really hilarious is in the mountains of Kurdistan. My translator and I were up there and we're searching for the sheep, and we run across this shepherd and his family, and he milks his goat right there on the spot.
I know where this is going.
It's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
They drink that glass of milk like it's a cold beer on a summer day. And of course they hand me a glass, and I'm not gonna turn it down.
Yeah.
I drank down that hot milk, and it was probably the worst thing I ever tasted.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
And then having to hold it down all the way down the mountain.
Oh boy. Well, everyone's going to want to read it now, for sure.
Good tease,
Braxton
good
will
tease.
be at the Brood Book in Davenport this Saturday signing copies. You can pick up your novel there. You can also find it in Kindle, hardcover, and paperback. Highway of Death on Amazon. Braxton, congratulations.
Yes, congrats.
And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you for watching.
Jeopardy is coming up next, followed by your local news at 4. We'll see you tomorrow.